I look at the future from a standpoint of probabilities. It's like a branching stream of probabilities. And there are actions that we can take that affect those probabilities, or that accelerate one thing or slow down another thing, introduce something new to the probability stream. Yeah, I think it's important to have a future that is inspiring and appealing. I mean, I just think that there have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Like, why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? Limbic resonance. Images are also a way of communicating at high bandwidth. You take pictures and you send pictures to people. That communicates far more information than you can communicate with your thumbs. It's kind of like, how much smarter are you with a phone or computer than without? You're vastly smarter, actually. You can answer any question pretty much instantly. Any calculation. Phone's memory is essentially perfect. You can remember flawlessly. Your phone can remember videos, pictures, everything perfectly. Your phone is already an extension of you. You're already a cyborg. It's just that the data rate between you and the cybernetic extension of yourself that is your phone and computer is slow. It's very slow. Things are getting more and more connected. They're, at this point, constrained by bandwidth. Our input-output is slow, particularly output. Earth is incredibly good at absorbing vibrations. Sustainable energy will happen no matter what. If there was no Tesla never existed, it would have to happen out of necessity. It's tautological. It will drive civilization towards sustainable energy, inevitably. That it's good to think in terms of the physics approach of first principles. Rather than reasoning by analogy, you boil things down to the most fundamental truths you can imagine, and you reason up from there. And this is a good way to figure out if something really makes sense, or if it's just what everybody else is doing. I think the value of beauty and inspiration is very much underrated, no question. I'm not trying to be anyone's savior. That is not I'm just trying to think about the future and not be sad. Well, as far as climate change skeptic, I mean, what do you think the percentage chance is of this being catastrophic for some meaningful percentage of the Earth's population? Is it greater than 1%? Is it even 1%? If it is even 1%, why are we running this experiment? It's not wise. So why even run the experiment? It's the world's dumbest experiment. Really liking what you do, whatever area that you get into. Given that, even if you're the best, there's always a chance of failure. So I think it's important that you really like whatever you're doing. If you don't like it, life is too short. It's something that your mind is drawn to. Now is the time to take risk. Take risks now. Do something bold. I'm trying to do good things, yeah. I mean, saving the world is not trying to do useful things. You'll tell me if it ever starts getting genuinely insane, right? There are two futures, and one future is we're out there among the stars, and the things we read about and see in science fiction movies, the good ones, are true. We have these starships, and we're going to see what other planets are like, and we're a multi-planet species, and the scope and scale of consciousness is expanded across many civilizations and many planets and many star systems. This is a great future. But eventually you can transform Mars into an Earth-like planet. It's very inhospitable, that's true. It is a fixer-upper of a planet. First, you're going to have to live in transparent domes, but eventually you'd warm it up. Fast way and the slow way. The fast way is drop thermonuclear weapons over the poles.
Oh my God! Oh my God, oh my Lord.
Yeah, we should do that, really. No, I think people should be nicer to each other and give more credit to others, and don't assume that they're mean until you know they're actually mean. It's easy to demonize people. You're usually wrong about it. People are nicer than you think. give people more credit. This is a wonderful thing to me, and that's what we should strive for. Wouldn't hurt to have more love in the world. It's incredibly depressing if that's not the future that we're going to have.
Griff!